Aloha families. Your children have completed their first month of school and they are all doing wonderfully. I will share the newsletter via video because sometimes I have an easier time watching rather than reading, and you may be the same way. So I will send the newsletter along with the calendar home with your child's homework folder, and I will also send this video out as well. Okay, so first of all, my apologies if I appear to be a bit scattered during the first week of school. At the age of 59, I got married for the first time during the first week of school. I know that was crazy. Um, but after weeks of gathering and moving and planning and preparing and visitors coming, um, things have finally settled down now. So hopefully I will do better, okay? I'm still adjusting to this major life-changing event, and it made me think about your kids and your families and how school is such a major life-changing event. Um, Although it's supposed to be a happy milestone like marriage, there can be much tears and fears, right? Some of you experience that too, and just know that it's all normal and natural, because this event impacts each family member, and everybody's reactions are sometimes different and not what we would wish for, but we deal with it, right? What I've learned is change is often uncomfortable, and the best thing we can do is to talk, listen, and accept feelings. At the same time, though, establishing healthy boundaries. So things like you can not be happy, and that's okay, but it's not okay to hit me, or it's not okay to scream. This is what you can do instead. Okay? So everyone seems to have adjusted well to school, and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves there. So it's really nice. Okay? So each year, each group is different, and this year we have kids who love school and who get along with each other very well. Um, One of the things you're working on is self-help skills and fine motor eye-hand coordination. So what I've found is each year our children seem to have less control over their fingers and hands. Things like, pinching and pulling their pants up. It's harder for them. And I think part of it is because of technology. They're used to the iPad or the phone and scrolling and touching. So they haven't developed the muscles and the coordination in their hands. So Ms. Chio wrote up a wonderful article for you to read, and it tells you about eye-hand coordination, muscle control, and ways that you can help your child, okay? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so please, help your child with dressing and toileting. This year we have a lot of students in diapers, which is fine, but just know that it takes a lot of time away from the other kids when we're in the bathroom helping the children with diapering. So help us out at home by getting them started on being responsible for that part, or taking off your diaper, pulling your pants down, wiping yourself up, and of course you will help them, but make them have a part of that process, okay? Yeah, because when they practice their skills at home and they get better at it, it will help them ground and integrate their minds and bodies, okay? Because they're gonna like, ooh, some of them, okay? And children also feel super confident when they can do these things on their own. Also, please dress your children in loose-fitting and cool clothing, as again, it will help your child experience success in dressing and undressing. It's really hard when their pants are tight, and we have a hard time getting it pulled up. And it's very, very warm right now. We're kind of in the middle of summer, and so please help them be comfortable by dressing them in cool and comfortable clothing, okay? So here's some reminders. So the sign-in and sign-out sheet is an important document that is used for Head Start record keeping. So please write your name, your full name legibly, and make sure you write the time and initial, because we have to go through that every day. It gets sent in and it gets kicked back if it wasn't done properly, okay? And please call before 7:30 if your child will be absent, or if they will come in later than 9 o'clock and miss a breakfast. We need to put the breakfast count in by 7:30, and the lunch count needs to go in by 8:30. So having to try to contact parents to see if a child will be absent or tardy again takes our attention away from the children, okay? Our COVID procedures and policies have not changed. So yes, we are all still required to wear masks. We wear them all day. We ask that you wear them when you drop off or pick up your child. And yeah, please be good role models, okay? Also, the COVID return to school criteria has not changed. So, you know, if your child is sick, if they have a fever, runny nose, cough, diarrhea, these are all symptoms that would go under COVID symptoms. So your child would need to stay home until they can get a doctor's note and a negative COVID test, not the home test, the one you have to go out and get. And they have to be symptom-free in order for them to return, or they can stay home for 10 days. There's a 10-day quarantine, okay? Same for exposures. If your child is exposed, 10-day quarantine. Also, negative COVID test 5 days after being exposed, and then they can come back to school. I know, there's a lot, but you know what? We're just really, really happy to be able to come to school again, okay? We spent a big amount of time in the last 2 years at home, and so this is wonderful, okay? So volunteer timesheets, go home with your child's homework every week. There's some instructions in the back, and thank you all the parents who turned them in, and it was wonderful, yeah. So know that because you cannot volunteer in the classroom, we can count you working at home with your child as part of your parent participation. So for example, if you read to your child, you can write it, log it on your volunteer timesheet, and that shows how much our parents are participating in the program, and that's how we receive monies, funding. We also receive matching dollars for our volunteer hours, the program does. So yeah, it's very important, and they keep track of it. They would like every parent to at least put in 2 hours, I think, a week, and it's easily done. I mean, you read, you go to the park, you play ball together. Those are all helping your child grow and learn, okay? Lastly, now that the beginning of the year chaos have settled and children are comfortable, they know what to do, and they know how to be successful in the classroom, I will be able to have more time to spend talking to you. So if you have any questions, concerns, or if you'd like to talk about anything in depth, please let me know. I'm available in the mornings before drop-off or after pickup, you know. Let me know and I'll make the time for you, okay? So this was a long one, sorry. There's lots and lots and lots though, and thank you for listening. And thank you to Miss Chio and Miss Gio. They have been super wonderful, and I think we're gonna have an amazing year. All right, thank you, bye.